There you go. Hey guys, again, how are you?
Hey,
Good.
good, thanks. How you doing?
Fine. Well, nice to meet you again, Sam. We talked like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Not too long ago, not too long ago. Yeah, but it's nice to be
Yeah,
here. Nice to be here.
and- yeah, and that interview was shared in the US with like a lot of different websites because of some of your answers. So we became really famous with it.
Oh, good. I hope that's good.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was like told that, hey guy, you were on Blabbermouth, and I was like, what? And
Yeah,
it was you and me
nice.
talking about like the band, so it was pretty cool to be
That's
honest.
awesome, man. Yeah, that was a good one. Definitely, definitely. Cool.
Yeah. Well,
We
and
got
next
Cameron
week.
here now. Dragged him out.
Sorry, I was a bit late.
Yeah, you made it for this one.
Uh,
You came
it's
running up.
okay. Well, guys, you have been playing here in Argentina, in Chile, like last week. How were those shows?
Dude. Unreal,
Amazing.
amazing, yeah.
Amazing.
It kind of blew our minds a little bit. This whole trip down here has been incredible. We started off in Santiago, didn't we? And it was just an absolutely amazing show. I don't really know how to put it into words, but we've said it, and every time we always say it. Every time we've come down, we've said, "Oh, fans in South America, they're just so loud, they're so passionate. You feel such a connection at the shows." But every single time we come back, they seem to surprise us again and again and again because it's just more love, more extreme, and it's just every show has just been, how do we top it? And they do, and it's just we're going to be coming back a little bit more. I think. I don't think it's going to be so long next time.
Yeah.
It's like the first time we've managed to play venues this size too,
Yeah.
as well. Like,
Yeah. The
I
first
mean,
two were a bit different, right? Because we just started in Chile and Argentina,
yeah,
but
it was.
it's been good.
Yeah, it was nice to warm up with a couple of headline shows,
Mhm.
and then join this package. Like all the bands have been great, so yeah, it's been super fun.
Yeah, that's great. Because well, here in Chile, you guys played in front like a 4,000 people,
Yeah.
and
This one, it was a big one. I don't know exactly how many people, but it was huge. We were there, and it was just kind of blew our minds a little bit. It sounded like 10,000 people.
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
bigger than what we've ever done.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
Incredible.
Guys, since there's two of you right here, I want to ask you about like your beginnings as a band. How is your relationship growing between all of those years?
um,
It's a good one.
I mean,
we're like going through the years.
we're like I say we're like brothers. We are brothers.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're family. We've been doing this since, like, I mean, me and Sam we were in college together when we were 17, 16, 17. So when we joined Asking around that time, and then both of us decided to leave college, and
We got laughed out of college, didn't we?
Yeah.
They didn't think it was gonna work.
Yeah, so it's great that it did. And yeah, it's just been an absolute roller coaster of just everything.
It's really hard to explain to a lot of people because it's such a crazy life. We're very fortunate. Really, I keep pinching myself every day for the life that we've been able to live the past 15 years. But you become so close with these people because you share these experiences and these moments that people just dream of. And when you do it with, that's why I feel so fortunate to be in a band with brothers, because there's a lot of solo artists out there, and it can be quite a lonely life to not have people that understand. So for me, and like I think that's why Cameron says we're brothers, because you become so close because of these moments and these memories and travel into these places, the good and the bad. It's not all good. You get the bad ones too, but you go through it together, and that's how I feel really fortunate for that. So yeah, other than the little things that annoy me about him, he's all right.
Um, and what were your influences to start like creating a band on the beginning?
Everyone was into such different music, and I think that's what created Asking Alexandria. I think it's a melting pot of all these different influences. So I know, I won't speak for Cameron, he's here, but you love all your heavy stuff.
Yeah. I liked a lot of heavy stuff. I just liked a lot of like the UK scene as well, like the underground scene as well. Like me and James, that's what we used to listen to a lot. And then you know, some of the other guys liked a lot of like what was popular in America as well. So when we actually moved over to America, I got introduced to all this like new American music, which I'd never heard of. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then like lots of blends of styles, essentially.
You know, you've got metal, hardcore, metalcore, you've got elements of pop and EDM, you know, in the beginning. It was just a mashup, and even some punk as well. It was just really quite a, I mean, that's the result, I think, of Asking, really.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, guys, you're headlining this huge festival in Colombia in the next few weeks, and then you have this tour with Memphis Mayfire, if I yeah,
That's it.
and then after that, what's next for Asking Alexandria? Is there going to be new music or more tours?
Yeah, I mean, I think I know that the consensus in our camp is that we want to travel and we want to play to as many people and as many places as possible and share our music live more than we have done, and especially in the past 5 years. Like it, you know, we're going to be busy. We're going to be hopefully coming to places that we haven't been in a long time, hence why we're here. And but always we're always writing music, whether we're doing it in a hotel room together or just like coming up with ideas or even just listening to music to get inspiration. So that creative process never really stops. But what will not be stopping is the fact that we're going to be playing a lot more and touring a lot more and playing live a lot, you know.
Great. If you guys were not musicians, what would be your maybe your childhood uh, wish of doing as an adult?
What would we want to be doing if we're not doing this?
Oh man, that's such a difficult question.
I've been wanting to do this since I can remember.
Yeah. This was my dream. Like being like started playing guitar like, you know, what, 14, and then wanting to be in a local band, and then just like, oh my god, it's so cool to do this forever.
For me, like I've got other like avenue. Like I'm always like I always like to create, and my dad was a joiner, carpenter, growing up, so he taught me a lot how to use my hands really and be a little bit handy. But that kind of I wasn't really into that as much as I am like creating. So like I like to paint and I like to do so like maybe like now if you'd ask me, I'd probably say like an artist or something, but it's kind of the same thing really.
Yeah, similar mindset.
Totally.
I already asked Sam this thing before, so I don't want to ask the same question again. But you, Cam, for you, what's the best part of making music?
Best part of making music? Oh God. I think it's like seeing people's passion and like seeing their faces when you're actually playing it live. Like if you're on stage and you're excited and like the emotion that you get and it translates to that person, like to me that is the best part about this whole life.
And I think that, sorry to interrupt, but that's like coming down here and feeling that passion and that energy from the crowd and the fans down here. I think that's what you're saying. It's like if you can get connected like that, it's like magic. It's like lightning in a bottle, and it's hard to explain. But when everything you've been doing and working, putting everything into this craft and this, here it is, and then you see someone come back with tears on their face, and they're just like, you've affected them in such a such a way.
I will tell you this too, like Chile especially, like the first show that we played, I almost cried after I finished. I was just stood there, and it was just it was really emotional for me. Like the last few years of just, you know, when COVID hit and then we had a lot of cancellations and then to be able to come down here, like, and this is my favorite area, like in the world. It's my favorite place. It's my favorite shows. And then to go down and play Chile was the first one. It was just very emotional. I was just completely mind blown with how amazing the crowd, the response was. And
special, isn't it? It's special to be able to do that.
Just so thankful for this whole journey.
Oh, that's amazing. Guys, who are your best friends in the scene?
Best friends in the scene. Ooh. That's hard, isn't it? We've got a lot. When it's like you keep putting us on the spot. I'm trying to think now. I'm not trying to like upset anybody. They're gonna be like, it was me. I don't
Part of my
know.
job.
What's that? Best friends in the scene. Who are some bands that would? I know the Papa Roach guys are really awesome. I mean, I would say when it comes to touring, it's those guys are great. The Papa Roach guys, obviously, we grew up listening to that band. They're a huge inspiration to a lot of us, and you know, we were kids when we were listening to them first. And for us to now be peers and going on tour with them, and then treat everybody with such respect, and they're just an awesome band.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it's nice to meet people that you look up to and then be really cool. So I think that I wouldn't necessarily best friends, but I would probably say like I like look up and would like to be. I would like to be like that for anybody else who's coming up. I'd like to treat them like they treat other people too. So I think shout out to Papa Roach for keeping it real for so long. You know, for sure.
Well, guys, I had another interview right now, so I need to stop it here with some. Well, if you guys have some words to your Latin American fans and Colombian fans, because well, your next super gig is there in Bogota, Colombia. So please.
It's coming up soon. We're looking forward to it. We're getting ready. We're counting the days. Thank you all so much for, like Cam says, you've just blown our minds again and again every time we come back. And I think that we're marking it as we're not going to be as, it's not going to be as long for the next time, you know. We're really excited and we can't wait. We're coming, Colombia. We're coming.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Great. Well, thank you so much, guys, for your time. Well, the show in Santiago was really amazing. It was a day after my birthday, so it was like a belated party. And
yeah, we knew we had to come for your birthday.
Yeah, you told me last time. Yeah. So thank you for your time, and well, I hope you guys come back sooner than 8 years this time. So
we will
plan on it. Yeah,
we will
definitely.
We will.
Well, thank you, and well, have a good day there. I don't know where you are right now, but well,
we're in Brazil. We're in Recife, Brazil.
Recife. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
we have a few days off around the show, so we'll hit the beach.
Enjoy our day off.
Take care of the sun. That's the only thing. Take care of the sun. Yeah.
Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.